Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. I wanted to give you a little Sun Ministries mission update, just kind of tell you where we're at and what's going on. Of course, the Chinese flu has got us all doing different things that we've never done before, experiencing new things, new problems, new challenges. I'm sure the Lord's going to see us through all this. But mission plans continue. God's work continues. Matthew chapter 28, go into all the world continues. And so we continue. We're trying to stay busy. We, of course, can't go anywhere right now because of the restrictions that have been placed on us. Go anywhere as far as Costa Rica or Haiti or anything. But we've tried to stay busy. Recently, a few months back, we did a community outreach. It was really great. We had a guy that donated a bunch of money, and so we went down to a local gas station, and we just put $20 free in people's tanks if they would allow us to give them a tract. We had some response. In fact, 4 people got saved that day just down at this gas station 2 minutes from my house. So it was great to be able to do that. Had a group of us go out there and we participated in that. Now, we've done 2 mission trips lately to a great church that helps us out in Louisiana, New Hope Baptist Church down there. One I went to install. They've built a new building, and so they host a lot of, like, when they have problems, hurricanes and stuff. So they have mud out rooms, and they've got a big building. So I went down and put in 2 rather large showers, put the tile in there, and help them do that. And then, of course, with what has just happened down there, we just went in this last weekend and took in supplies. We just returned over Labor Day weekend. We spent 2 days down there, actually working chainsaws. In fact, I'm going to show you a little video right now. I'm going to put it up here on the screen. I'm going to get me, actually, I think I need to stay so that I can comment, but I'm going to go ahead and play this video and just talk you through it. Of course, that's Hurricane Laura. You can see DeQuincy right in the middle over there. There's me with my little red thing on, and you can see the tree behind us. These are all in a yard that we worked in down there, Pape Bear's, the church pastor's yard. We took in supplies, all kinds of stuff. Now, this is the church. This is the building. In fact, that's where I installed the showers. But they've got a bunch of supplies that have been brought in, and it's a staging area. And so they're helping all kinds of families get fed. This, our friend Kenny came over with his tractor and helped us move a lot of these big logs. You can see tore up fences. This was everywhere down there. The devastation was incredible. Here, they've got some people came in. There's a tank on the back of that full of gas. They were giving out free gas. You can see the destruction there. Just one of the trailers that had just been torn to shreds. There were all kinds of pieces of metal and trees down. This is downtown DeQuincy. You can see a roof has been completely torn off. I mean, there's devastation everywhere. Of course, the city, the county, whoever it was, lined up with their trucks ready to try to get power. Didn't stop us from going to church. Church in without electricity, just a generator. And of course, the cross reminds us to keep focused on the Lord. He's still got it, doesn't he? And so we were down there. You saw it. Nani and I went down, and what had happened was there were lots of places we could have worked. And our friend Kenny, we got together and said, what's going to happen is the pastor's going to ignore his own house, and he's going to go out and help everybody else, which he did. We only got to see him at night. There's the only electricity that they have is by generator. And so they ran a light and some fans in the church, and we had church, and that was good. But, back to the fact that the pastor was, he's not going to take care of his own house. So that's what we spent our time doing. We were at their house. We got the trees off, the biggest portion of them, cut down and moved. It was a couple of hot days, and there's a lot of work still to be done down there. In fact, it may turn out I may have to run back down there real quick just to take them containers for gas, because they've got people bringing in gas and they can get gas, but they don't have anywhere to store it. And so we're thinking about maybe just a quick run down Friday after I'm done with the school bus, and then back home Sunday after church. So we just got done doing that. Now we are penciling a trip to Costa Rica for probably the end of November. Now, it just depends on what they do with the Hong Kong flu here, and whether it's open back up for that capability. But I got a picture the other day, and I couldn't find it. I was going to show you guys, but it was just a picture of a backhoe. They've broken ground at the church, at the new church building in Costa Rica. So this one that we're hoping to do, of course, will be a mission trip. And so gals, guys, whatever, if you're willing to work hard, I don't know yet what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be laying brick or concrete or digging, or, how far along they'll be by November. It could be far enough along that we're doing some plumbing and electric. I'll just have to let you know. The cost of that trip is going to be $2,000 per person as usual. We'd like to really start getting that money raised. Now, what I would suggest is just raise the money. We don't know for sure if we're going to go in November, but we're going to go as soon as we can. And so just, be rigidly flexible, right? Start raising your money, put it aside. If we don't get to go in November, hang on to it. And then mission comes up, we'll bust down and we'll go. So you gotta be excited about getting down there to see baby Lucas. And so let me show you a picture. Now, those of you who don't know, let me just give you a little background. Chris and Fair are like my son and daughter. I absolutely adore these two, and we've been around them since way before they got married. And they do so much work down there. I mean, they do all the youth and Sunday school. They take care of all the education, record keeping, all kinds of different stuff, youth at the church. And they're just constantly working for the Lord. And so when they finally got married, they were going to have to, one of them was talking about, well, one of us has got to get a job. We have a place to live, and the other one can keep working for the church. And boy, the Lord just laid it on our hearts as we were coming out of a full-time stay there at that time. Who knows what the Lord will do. But at that time, we had some funds coming in, and so I spoke to several of you, and instead of having them do that, we just continued renting their house and paying. It was the house that we lived in. They just moved into it. When we moved out, we continued paying rent and the electric and all the utilities. Then all they had to come up with was food and the extras that they needed. Now, up until recently, we have been able to do that very steadily. Over about the last 4 or 5 months, that has been cut down, and some of you have stepped forward and helped, but we always need people to come alongside us and help with that. That's because we need money to live here now. And so it can be a stretch from time to time. So it's faith on both parts. So if you'd like to participate in that, let us know. Let me show you a picture of Chris and Fair. I love this picture right here because it exemplifies them. Of course, that's Fair in the foreground, the beautiful mama, and Daddy in the background, and they are a great couple. We just love them so much, and those of you that know them, you've come to love them as well. And then, of course, here's the picture of baby Lucas, and so isn't he something else? It's that's like my grandbaby down there, and I can't wait to get down there and see him. And so hopefully I'll get to take a bunch of you with us, and Nani, of course. We'll be doing all the grandma stuff when we get down there, and so we'll have a good time. So that's going on. So Nani and I continue to work, and we're still leading the youth over at First Baptist Church in Decatur, where my son is a pastor. Now, I'm not sure how much longer that's going to last. We've got some folks that can help take that over, but we're driving an hour and 10 minutes there, an hour and 10 minutes back. It's a very long drive. And so we're searching for a church local to take. I've been preaching out. I'm preaching out again this Sunday at that same church. And they're, I haven't talked to them about that yet. So if they see this, they're going to be like, oh, well, we didn't know that. But wherever I go, they're going to have to allow us to take 4 to 6 trips a year. We've got plenty of preachers that can fill the pulpit, so that shouldn't be a problem. But y'all be in prayer for that. Missions is going to be on my heart. That'll never leave. I don't believe that the Lord sent me down to Costa Rica to learn Spanish, to not use it. And so we want to continue doing that and taking teams down in there and just supporting that mission. And I hope you can come be a part. I'm going to be starting back my radio show, including the daily Bible study this next Monday. So be praying for that. We're still going through Galatians. We made it about halfway through, and then just all kinds of stuff came up. School came back, and then a couple mission trips down to Louisiana. We usually go down there every summer and do camp, but it got canceled due to COVID. We ended up down there anyway, doing some work for the church. And of course, I'm still driving the school bus. I'm happy to report that, you know, pardon me, in those situations, you can't directly, everybody that gets on the bus, try to convert them. But they ask questions, and they know I'm a preacher, and I get to speak to them. And here recently, we got to attend a revival service, outdoor pavilion, with Sam Moore, and we are called, doing that service, and got to, invite some of the kids. Well, 4 of the kids on my bus ended up getting saved. And so that was really cool. They've just been recently baptized. So you know what it is, always, no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what the situation, the gospel must go out. Matthew 28 doesn't just apply in my life or in Nani's life to, Costa Rica or Haiti or Africa or the foreign mission field. Now, foreign missions is where our heart is. But right now, the Lord has not allowed us to go there. And I just wanted you to be aware that we are still working for the Lord. We are not going to let Satan win. He has failed miserably. If he thought that this was going to end the gospel, it never does. He keeps trying, but it doesn't. And so we always hope that the Lord will allow us to return to foreign missions, but we're going to work wherever we're able to work. And there's a lot of you out there that support us. Your hard-earned money is coming in, and I want you to know that it's not going to waste. We are putting it to work. We are sending money, funneling money down to different organizations and different things that are going on down in Costa Rica. So to all our supporters, thank you for letting us be your feet in the field. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, contact me at kabuka66@gmail.com. KAB. In fact, you know what? I got this really cool thing that I can just write this out. So let me show you how this works. KABOOKA66@gmail.com. And then I can just put it right up on the screen there. Now, this is what's really cool in case you haven't caught my Saturday morning political show. How should Christians react in these times? What should we be doing? Very opinionated, very conservative. This is the format that I use, but it's live. This is being recorded, but usually I do this live. And this is also where I do my daily Bible study. So you should join us for that. It's going to be very early, but I'm going to have it recorded and put it up on YouTube every day. So here is my phone number. There's my phone number. Now, I'm probably not going to answer the phone, but you can certainly send me a text, and then I will text you back. I don't want to talk to anybody about my car warranty. So if I don't know your name, just send me a text really quick and say, hey, this is such and such. Give me a call and I'll call you right back. And so there's the phone number. You can get a hold of me if you'd like to go on missions, if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to help out Chris and Fair, if you just have questions about what's going on. Just want to say thank you so much to all of you that have been supportive of Sun Ministries and what we're doing. And we're just going to continue to plow forward. We're going to continue to work for the Lord. And thank you for helping us to do that. Last but not least, be praying for me as I continue my, you see my little microphone. You're in my studio right here. It's just basically a little closet covered with furniture pads. Excuse me. And so I have begun doing commercials and narrating books in this studio. And it's starting to pay off a little bit. I'm working, last month I made $800 reading a book, a medical book. It was like learning a third language. It was incredible. And this month I've contracted to do a book called Fences. It's a drama based in history about the Civil War. I've had to do about 35 different voices, including Southern and Northern, male and female. It's very interesting. But this could really provide for the ministry. So be praying for me that this will continue. I'll keep you updated, and then pray also for there's a company that I work through called Fiverr, where I'm doing some commercials, and I'm the low end of the totem pole right now. So I'm doing them pretty cheap, but I made a couple $100 last month doing that. And so this could really turn into something that would, we just want to keep building churches and keep telling people about Jesus. And the more money we have coming in, the more we can send out and keep it flowing, right? Because Christians, we're not reservoirs, right? We're like a pond where the water runs in one side and it gathers and then out the other side. It's not supposed to be stagnant. And so we want to keep doing that with the Lord's money. It's all his. It all belongs to him. And so thank you for taking part of what he's given you to be a steward with and sending it our way. I assure you, we're going to use it for the Lord's work. And thank you for being a part of Team Kingdom. Love y'all, and we'll talk to you later.